Basically, the storm set in last night at about 4 o'clock, and it literally stayed on top of us all night. It just kind of swirled around in a circle, and it just frickin' downpoured all night.
Did it rain last night?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Christopher Yak here, Aquascapes of Michiana. Still in Kirksville. That is day number 4, and let me tell you what.
I tell you what.
I'm sleeping in Cody's camper right there. That spot right there is literally my bed here on this job site. The other guys are sleeping in the basement down here. Jeff's up in a bedroom up there up top in that window above the garage. And we got absolutely drenched. But this was just a constant rain or a sprinkle, at least a sprinkle, upgraded to, you know, just a rain. But it did it over the course of 18 hours so far. It's 8 a.m. right now. The entire job site is this sloppy mess. But yesterday, we got the wetland completely full and done. So what we are going to focus on today is not destroying the job site. We're going to do a lot of site management today. I know you guys have heard me talk about site management before. Site management is, you know, where we use our brains and common sense. We try to do a job without destroying the environment around us completely and totally. So what that means is we are going to go ahead and strategically think about things that we can do today because we've got so much rain and it is so wet out here. We're thinking of things that we can do that are not, it's not going to destroy things or kind of mess us up beyond repair later down the road when we actually need to be where we need to be at. And kind of what we've come up with is we've got this John Deere G60 here, which anybody who's seen my videos knows that this machine kind of picks its spot and it stays there. Really what's going to be doing most of the damage is that skid steer right here, feeding that skid steer. So what we're going to try and do is as you can see, this is their driveway. Their driveway is packed solid, so we're good here. Machines can run all over here. It goes down over there behind that big old hill down there. We're going to use this machine. We're going to position ourselves down there to where this can stay on the driveway, that can stay on the driveway, and we're going to get our intake system down there done. Then we're going to come back up here to our wetland and get our wetland rocked in exactly how we want to. Since we didn't work till dark last night, we were actually able to go into town in Kirksville. We were able to get Brett of Lemon Landscape set up with what I use for my clean out pump and hose and all that kind of stuff. So we're also going to be using that today. We'll be sticking it down here in this hatch, the snorkel hatch right there, and we'll be getting all, you guys can see all the mud and the muck and the clay that's in this thing. We got to really rinse this thing really good. So we're going to use that. We're going to rinse this out, get this all clean. We're going to do the same thing down there in the pond, get all of that rock that we just put in yesterday, rinse down, all that kind of stuff. So as far as getting this thing built and rocked in, it's not going to be the most productive day, but we are going to make measurable progress on the project, and that is always the goal, and we're doing it while also keeping our site management in mind. Going to be a little bit tedious today, but we're going to get it done. We actually have a good day, but here's the problem. The damage has been done. You guys can see all this mud that we're stepping in to do this. You can see us bringing over our boulders with the skid steer. My machine is in 2 feet of mud right here. We've literally had to dig all of this out to get back down to solid, so that way we can even get that shelf done right there. And here's the other thing. You see that rock is about the size of freaking Cody and Jeff put together, plus my weight, and it is the absolute limit of what that G6, that 60G is able to handle. We actually had to take that skid steer, put its bucket on the blade, so that way I wouldn't tip over the side while we were trying to set that rock. And on top of that, it was at its limits as far as the hydraulic goes. When I was pulling this thing up, I had to get into a very specific spot for the hydraulics to even work. And then on top of that, we ain't picking it up again. So in order to get the strap out, we're cutting it. Sometimes the waterfall gods demand a sacrifice, and sometimes that's a strap, sometimes it's your hand. I don't know. Just depends on what they require. So we had to make a sacrifice to the pond waterfall gods, and that 3-inch strap, that was a sacrifice. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna see how far we can get today in this absolute mud. Hopefully that guy right there will do us a favor and dry some of this up for us. That way we don't have to continue in this sloppy mess.